Got some bad news for you. Half my friends died. One green liner won't you steal away from mine? Here comes well, New Mexico, way back home. There's a tree time. Well, New Mexico, way back home. There's a tree time. One green liner won't you steal away from mine? Well, Lord, I'm gonna ramble till I get back to where. Well, Lord, I'm gonna ramble till I get back to where. One green line won't you steal away from me? Gonna get out on the highway, listen to the big trucks whine. Gonna head out on the highway, listen to the big trucks whine. One green line won't you steal away from mine? Here comes, there it goes. Wasteland Kings right here from Banquet. Thanks for having us. We're going to do one more song. I knew it all along. I'd have to come back home. Cause living on the road only makes me tired. So like a bird without a nest, like a stranger in the night, my soul cries out for rest. The end is not in sight. Sweet magnolia wine, honey dripping from my mouth. That sweet little gal of mine, she's the finest in the South. Well, the days are getting longer, the nights are getting colder. Wanna come back home to you, lay my head upon your shoulder. Guess I knew it all along. I'd have to come back home. Cause living on the road only makes me tired. So like a bird without a nest, a stranger in the night, my soul cries out for rest. The end is not in sight.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Wasteland Kings. Put your hands together for the Wasteland Kings up there on the Daddy-O stage. Brought to us by Tri-County Equipment. Thank you, guys, for coming out and playing for us here.
Thank you, we had a blast.
have no idea where to go to. Oh man, good. This is quite weird. No. You survived the test?
Well, no. I was reading all day today.
I swear. I just don't have to do it. I'm sorry that you have to.
Well, I was looking at got to call this out. We have a sabbatical. We're down to seems like a bit much.
It does, but usually, I mean, I've been hired as a member of well, we do that. So we hired this now we've got to search which is good.
And it's like we try. I mean, I we don't really need another person, like full person. We need like half a person. See, it would be nice to have like. Peter and we can find it. I can do that. I can do both. I can do both. So I pitched that.
Well, I don't. Trying to finish their presentations or I've always maintained that people like to the fun.
This was the hardest part. This part was easy. It's just, I stared at myself in the mirror before. I was like, a mental snapshot. It's going to be a while before this. Especially the mustache.
Oh, that's dedication.
Remember what you saw here today.
It's going away.
Yeah. This is the shortest it's going to be, hopefully forever.
Hopefully next year's theme is mountain.
That would be good. That would actually be. Yep.
Oh, Grizzly Adams.
Yeah.
Grizzly Adams. Got Bears and Grizzly.
Yeah. A little bit recently over the last 4 months or so. Pretty good cover band. Kind of like it's fun. It is good. It's right.
Yeah, the best
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get our program started in just a few moments. If you could fill up your cup one more time, shake that hand, finish up that conversation, and start making your way to your seats, we're going to get our program started in just a few moments. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, you've done such a wonderful job of finding your seats. There are just a few of you left out there. If we can start making our way to our seats, we're going to have the program start in just a few moments. Thank you so much for being here. It's exciting to see everyone in such a beautifully decorated room. The energy is wonderful tonight. Make sure and tip your bartenders over there. We want to give a big hoot and a holler for Matt Scarfo and Benchwarmers for providing the liquid courage tonight. Let's hear it for Benchwarmers, guys. Final call, ladies and gentlemen. This is the final call. We are going to get started here, so if everyone would please, this is the last call. Please find your seats. We're going to get things underway. So give that handshake, finish up that conversation. We're going to get going with our program in just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the 84th Annual Chamber Banquet Awards. And without further ado, let's get this party started. Shake, rattle, and roll. Cody, what do you got queued up for us here?
You don't have to work and slave like electricity. Do it for you. You can have your
33, 1, 0.
The main event of the evening. Wednesday and half past the hour.
Johnny Jupiter, a human, more or less. Major Domo, chief of the robots, and...
Hey, coming at you live from the Blue Mountain Conference Center. I'm Bob Cavanaugh, your host, welcoming you to the 84th Annual Chamber Awards Banquet. And now, a word from our sponsors.
See the USA in your Chevrolet. America's asking you to call. Drive your Chevrolet through the USA. America's the greatest land of all. On a highway or a road along a levee. Performance is sweeter, nothing can beat her. Life is completer in a Chevy. So make a date today to see the USA. See it in your Chevrolet.
Traveling east, traveling west. Wherever you go, Chevy service is best. Southward or north, near place or far, there's a Chevrolet dealer for your Chevrolet car.
See the USA in your Chevrolet. The Rockies way out west are calling you. Drive your Chevrolet through the USA, where fields of golden wheat pass in review. Whether traveling light or with a load that's heavy, performance is sweeter, nothing can beat her. Life is completer in a Chevy. So make a date today to see the USA and see it in your Chevrolet.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Go riding all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Go riding all the time. Well, you ain't never shot a rabbit, so you ain't no friend of mine. When they said you was high class, well, that was just a lie. When they said you was high class, well, that was just a lie. Well, you ain't never shot a rabbit, so you ain't no friend of mine.
Get up from the kitchen and rattle those pots and pans. Get up from the kitchen and rattle those pots and pans. Well, don't like my breakfast, 'cause I'm a hungry woman. I said shake, rattle and roll. 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 Well, you never do nothing to save your doggone soul. Shake, rattle and roll. I said shake, rattle and roll. I said shake, rattle and roll. I said shake, rattle and roll. Well, you never do nothing to save your doggone soul. Oh, shake, rattle and roll. All right, little hand drivers, why don't you come up here and show us what you got? thunder don't hold Joe. He's doing that can't help but see us go. Grandma gave baby sister a time. Said do that can't drive one more time. Hey, child. Hey, child. Hey, child. Doing that crazy hand child.
Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the rampart we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Owen McBride, ladies and gentlemen, homegrown Owen McBride. Thank you so much, Owen. Just a little housekeeping here. I want to remind everybody, please take some time and go over to the Rockin' Photo booth and get a photo taken tonight. I know you guys know the Liquid Courage is in the corner, brought to us by Benchwarmers Pub and Grill. So thank you everyone for being here tonight. And it's my pleasure to now get this show underway. You know, we've been talking about this, building this up. The Chamber's excited. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to you your host and hostess for the evening, Corinne Brajati and Ashley O'Toole.
All right, all right. Hey, everybody, how are you doing?
Hi, everybody.
Welcome, one and all, please, to the 84th Annual Chamber of Commerce Awards Banquet. My name is Ashley O'Toole.
And I am Corinne Brajati. I am your Madam President of the Union County Chamber of Commerce.
Thank you, Madam President. And I'm just a board member.
He's just a board member.
Yeah, not a big deal. But anyway, we want to thank y'all to actually, we're coming to you right now live from the Barretto Family Room Awards stage.
Ooh, and check it out.
Isn't it great?
I have to tell you guys, some of these items are from Ashley's home living room.
That is
Ashley,
actually
do
my
you wanna
lamp and
point
my
them out?
picture, my painting. It's period appropriate, so we
I wasn't
decided
going
to
to let
use
that
it.
one go.
And we're coming to you actually from the Goss Motors Dance Hall. Thank you, Goss, for being the sponsor of our venue tonight. And for those of you watching at home, we see you there. Thank you, LaGrande Live TV. It's been sponsored by Rockin' Sons for all of those at home who are enjoying us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rockin' Sons. So, I think the first order of business is we're going to take a little tour of the facility.
Let's show people around the
We're
room.
going to show people around.
You've had about an hour to get used to it, but we're going to take you through it anyway. Thank you, Corinne, for showing us. She's kind of our Vanna White,
Maybe
1950s
the Vanna White
Vanna
tonight.
type thing. So starting over there, of course,
Starting
Island
over
City
here with dinner.
Market and Deli. Thank you there for the catering. That is good food. Yes, absolutely some applause for
You
Island
guys
City
will get
Market
to
and
enjoy
Deli.
this in the next 15 minutes or so.
And I see many, many drinks on many tables, so I know a lot of you are already familiar with the Matt Scarfo's Spike Soda Shop, brought to you by Benchwarmers.
And here we are at the Spike Soda Shop.
Yep.
And this is sponsored by Benchwarmers and the Long Branch. And I'm actually going to order a drink for Ashley and I. Ashley, what do you want?
Oh, would you please? I'd like one of those IPAs, as a matter of fact.
And I will
Please.
take a blush wine. And John Howard's going to pick up the tab on those.
That's perfect. Yep. Corinne's making her rounds now. Actually, Island City Market and Deli, we can thank them for the candy shop. So if you guys have been digging into the candy over there.
So, and if you guys haven't been over yet, they have pixie sticks, which is everybody's favorite. So
That's
they
right.
have little bags. Just come over and fill them up. You can take them back to your table. It's fantastic. It's a lot of fun. So the other thing that I want to mention is we have the Banner Bank Bebop Kids Zone, which is through this door. So if you have any little ones in the room that want to exit to the kids zone so that you parents can have more fun at the Spiked Soda Shop, you can do that too.
That's right. And as she keeps moving, we're actually going to talk about these two raffle items that are up today. So right there, Corinne, you are standing in front of the Daniel Boone style Green Mountain Grill.
I am, and it is sponsored by D&B Supply. So I have to tell you guys, this is not just a grill. This thing doesn't just barbecue. It sears. It grills, it smokes. It has an option that connects to your phone, so it has a Wi-Fi control. You
Insane.
lazy people can be sitting in your living room, and it will tell you when your meat is done.
You can adjust the heat
If it's
from your
cold
couch.
outside and you don't want to go outside and start your grill, you can push a button. It will start the grill for you. It's amazing.
And it's not just a grill tonight. What else is up for
It's
raffle
not just a
over
grill. Some other options. So I looked this up online. I was totally fascinated with this thing. Do you see that it has a peaked hood on it? Ashley, do you know what the peaked hood is for?
Oh, educate me.
It is for large fowl,
Oh, good.
upright chickens, and rib roasts.
I'll be darned. So there's the grill, which is really amazing, and then I think I see a bag of pellets over there too.
Yeah, so there's a couple things that come along with this prize, and again, this is one of our raffle items. So you get the grill, you get a bag of pellets because it's a pellet-fed grill, and then Community Merchants has generously donated either a pit barbecue pig or you get $200 in pork to go along with this
Whoa.
grill. It is a hell of a deal.
And that raffle's only $1 to
Right.
sign up to get into that raffle.
That's
And-
right.
That's right. And there are 2 items up for raffle, aren't there?
There are. Ashley, do you want to talk about the second
I'd
item?
love to. It's actually above your heads, folks. Look here in our above our chandelier. Super nice chandelier. See that toy car? It's actually got a full battery. I was cruising around in it yesterday. That's our other raffle item. So another $1 per raffle gets you that car for you or a loved one. There's probably a weight limit on it, I'm sure. But here's what's really cool about that. Goss Motors is not only providing that tonight as our raffle item, all of the proceeds made from our raffles tonight are going to be going to a charity of the winner's choice, which is really great. You get to make a generous donation into your name to a charity of your choice. And Goss Motors is going above that and matching that donation. So that's really cool. Yes, absolutely.
Thank you,
Another round
Goss
of applause.
Motors.
That is really, really nice. So thank you, Goss Motors. And now we find Corinne over there at the silent auction, the Side A Diner silent auction table.
So this is the Side A Brewery silent auction table. There's a lot of things available. I would say if you are interested in, for instance, this lamp right here, Sherry, you bid on it. Steve outbid you. So if you want that lamp, I would get over here and take care of that right now.
Sherry's got to come back.
There was a couple other, Leah Lester, you bid on this fabulous basket, you've been outbid. I would come over here and take care of that.
That is great. So we do actually have a lot of great items. So thank you to everyone who's donated items for our silent auction tonight. That's been a really big help as well. Now, going off in the opposite corner when you walked in, hopefully you guys have seen it. Hopefully most of you have already been there. Thank you to Matt Henneke Photography for running our photo booth this year. It's the best one yet. You guys have to head over there if you haven't yet. Yes, absolutely a round of applause for Matt. Thank you.
There's a lot of fun things. You can have your photo taken with Elvis. They have fun things like mustaches and 50s glasses that you can have your photos taken with. So if you haven't been over to the photo booth yet, I would suggest you do that too.
Here she comes back to the stage. Now, after this, here, and pretty soon we're actually going to dismiss for dinner. I'm hungry too. I get it. So before we dismiss for dinner, though, we got to make one more word. We do hope that y'all stick around after the party for the after party. This event sold out, and it actually sold out pretty quickly to where at a point there were several phone calls a day for people asking for tickets after it sold out. So we're going to continue the party actually a little bit later into the evening. We've encouraged a lot of folks to come out for the after party that couldn't come. That's actually being hosted by Loveland Funeral Chapel, of course. Kevin Loveland's going to come and say a few words here at the end of the evening to kick off our after party.
And right now, we would like to invite Nathan Larson to come up, and he's going to give our invocation tonight before our meal.
And Nathan is part of the Union County Chamber's Ambassador Program.
Right.
Thank you, Nathan, for coming out.
Bow our heads and close our eyes and ask the Lord's blessing for tonight. Lord, thank you so much for all that you do for us. Thank you for the goodness that you've bestowed upon our lives. We know that every good and perfect gift comes from you. And I pray that you would just bless this evening, bless the time that we have with friends and family. And I pray you bless this meal to the nourishment of our bodies. Thank you again for all you do for us. We love you and we pray these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you, Nathan.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
that was
Nathan.
great. Thank you.
Okay, so now I think we're just missing for dinner.
I mean, we prayed. It's time to eat.
We did pray. And Ashley and I are going to pick up our drinks that were generously bought by John Howard. Again, thank you, John.
Thank you, John.
And so the way that we're going to dismiss for dinner, we'll go ahead and weave through the audience, but you'll be looking up here at the screen. Is that correct, Ashley?
That's my understanding. So as we get to dismissing here, we're going to see some table numbers, and we'll go around and probably pick on you. If you've been here before, you know how we like to pick on you guys.
You know how this works.
We'll call out some table numbers. If we're ready in the back, I'd say let's get going table numbers. These people are hungry.
Enjoy the grub.
All right, tables 1 through 8.
Table 1 through 8.
Now they look hungry.
No, you're okay.
get in line for dinner.
This group looks even hungrier than the last group.
They had to wait 5 minutes longer.
They're 5 minutes hungrier.
Oh, Ashley, people are wondering where you are. Ashley, meet my mother, Lori.
Lori?
And my sister, Keisha. Sorry. I know, sorry. This is my little sister, Keisha.
Did you really stumble on your sister's name?
A little bit, yeah.
Not a big deal.
And my
happens all
handsome
the
husband, Jason. You've met him before. Should be in line for dinner.
And tonight, folks, remember, there's plenty more to drink than just spirits and soda. If you are looking for just water, we've got a couple of members of the Island City Market and Deli staff walking around filling up water cups. I see one right here in front of me with the yellow bandana. So she's around, they're around filling up water cups. Just flag one down, that's fine.
get your grub. Thank you very much.
If you haven't noticed, tables 25 to 32, it's your turn. Tables 25 to 32. Get some food.
All of them gone. Nothing but blue skies. They sing a song. Nothing but blue skies.
Are they kind of proud?
Baby, let me be your teddy bear. All that chain around that can't lead me anywhere. Baby, let me be your teddy bear. Oh, baby, let me be around you every night. Run your fingers through my hair and kind sounds like a great dinner. Really enjoying being able to watch you guys. We feel like the audience tonight because there's so many fabulous outfits out there. Nice job. For those of you who don't know us, we are Pendulum Swing. There's 5 of us. I have Mr. Joel here on the drums, Mike on the bass, Miss Leah on the piano, Mr. Tony on guitar, and Tate on the vocals. Thank you. We're really excited to be here tonight. Get around much anymore.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Tate McCandy with Pendulum Swing on the Made in the Shade stage. Brought to you by Old West Federal Credit Union. Stay tuned, we're going to get the awards right underway. We got to do a little stage shuffle, keep conversation going, keep eating that delicious food. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, Without further ado, I'd like to welcome back to the stage your host and hostess. If I can figure out what's going on. Oh, here we go. Let's try that again. Corinne Brujati, Ashley O'Toole, ladies and gentlemen.
So leave this one alone. She could tell right away that I was bad.
What an entrance! I knew that would go off without a hitch. I had full faith. Everybody, is dinner okay? I think it was that. Yeah, it was like one of those. I thought so too. Island City Market and Deli. My goodness. For us as the host, it was more of like a eat it now, taste it later kind of thing. But I have a feeling it was pretty good. So thank you all very much, Island City Market and Deli.
So if you haven't already noticed, the better part of tonight's program is dedicated to our award winners. And we would ask that you take the time to read through the programs at some point. A couple of weeks ago, in order to obtain accurate information for the introductions, we emailed our awardees 3 questions.
We sure did. First, we asked them to share a little bit about themselves, their family, where they grew up. Our second question asked was what accomplishment they were the most proud of. And then, of course, lastly, we asked them why they choose to live in Union County and what they like the most about it. And what they emailed us back was too beautiful to edit down into a simple introduction, so we decided to let the winners speak for themselves and keep our intros simple. And so we hope you enjoy getting to know them as much as we did. Now, before we start handing out our awards, this year's awards were made by a local artist from Potter's House, of course, Bob Jensen. Thank you, Bob. These are actually beautiful awards that all of our awardees are going to be walking out of here with. And thank you again for modeling. Corinne, introduce our first awardee, would you?
I would love to. First up on the Barretto Family Room Award stage, we have our Public Servant of the Year Award. This is the first year that the Chamber has recognized the public work sector and its award banquet, and we are so thrilled to include it. We are even more thrilled to introduce this year's winner. Now, Stu's provided a very eloquent account of himself, as I'm sure you can all imagine, and our program, for our community. But what he didn't mention was his undeniable impact on our community. Did anybody here try the escape room? Anybody? Escape room? Okay. So it was put on by the LeGrand Parks and Rec, and it was a lot of fun for everyone. And the Parks and Rec is doing another session of the escape room, and it will be starting on April 13th. Which is, it's Friday the 13th. Thank you, Ashley. So mark it on your calendars because the spots seem to go very fast for this event. Stu's department also put on last year's Zombie Fun Run, and they were instrumental in providing logistics for the Little League tournament that was brought to our community, and we had a lot of visitors that came and stayed. His recreation supervisor, Michaela, had this to say about Stu. Stu is always willing to step up to the plate and go above and beyond to help out. He always answers my questions. He's there every day and for each of his employees in his community. He is such a good man, the best boss, and I couldn't be doing this job without him. And now I present to you the Public Servant of the Year Award, Stu Spence.
Here he comes.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. So, 3-minute speech. Ready? Start the clock. So, thank you for this incredible recognition tonight. When Bob and his team called a few weeks ago, I didn't know what to say. So all I could say was thank you and wow, thank you. 4 years ago this month, believe it or not, 4 years ago, City Manager Robert Strope called to offer me an interview for the vacant Parks and Recreation Director position. So on a Friday afternoon, since my wife Margaret had to work, I loaded up the kids, Gracie, age 4, and Noah, age 7, to make the trip from the valley to La Grande. It was dark most of the way, and the kids were asleep by the time we got to the base of Cabbage Hill. This was about to be my first time driving those sharp curves, and I was doing it in the dark. I assumed those 45-mile-an-hour speed limit signs were just the worst-case scenario, so I proceeded to take the first one at about 60. Bad idea. By the time I was back in my own lane again, I decided to slow down. After arriving safely in La Grande and getting the kids snuggled into a hotel bed, the mission was clear. Get up in the morning, go swimming in the hotel pool, then check out the town and as many parks as I could to get ready for the interview. Our first stop was Pioneer Park. I was immediately impressed by the ball fields and especially Optimus Field, where the high school plays their varsity baseball games. Very impressive. The kids played on the playground for a bit before we entered Veterans Memorial Pool. What a facility. By now, I was getting the picture. This was a special place with really nice facilities, especially for the size of the town. Then, by Pumpkin Park and onto Riverside, I first noticed the amazing pavilion and beautiful grounds, but all the kids could say was, "Whoa, look at the castle, can we play?" They played, and then we traveled around town, spotting a little old-fashioned movie theater, cute little downtown, and the university and Candy Cane Park. It reminded me of home in Ellensburg, Washington. On the drive home, I couldn't help but be excited for the opportunity. A week or so later, when I returned, this time with my wife, we fell in love with La Grande. After the interview, Robert called me up to his office and offered me the job. 4 years later, I have so much to be thankful for. My first year, with the help of the Portland Trailblazers, we installed the swings at Burney Park. Then, outdoor basketball courts and a new playground at Pioneer Park. And most recently, Morgan Lake camping improvements and a new dog park at Riverside. I'm sure you've all been to the dog park by now. So, soon a shade canopy will be installed at Max Square to shade the concert goers at Farmers Market, and a new playground installed at Pumpkin Park. The pool is doing better than ever, setting all-time revenue records, and the recreation program is flourishing with a variety of youth and adult activities. All this thanks to my amazing boss, who supports most of my crazy ideas, my amazing wife, who comes up with most of my crazy ideas, and my staff, who simply make me look good. I also want to thank my mom, thanks Mom, for moving here to support my family and I as well. So that's right, my entire family's here now, Mom and my kids and my wife. My colleagues at the city all share in my desire to make La Grande the best place to live. Thank you again for recognizing us in the public sector. We couldn't do it without all of you. Thank you.
Excellent. Good job. All right. Beautiful award, too. Good job. Congratulations, Stu. He's walking away with a beautiful award, too. My goodness. So next up, Entrepreneur of the Year, our award. This is another award that is a first for the Chamber. And it's an important one for our community to recognize, as new businesses are really vital to our local economy. And tonight we are really happy to introduce Jess and Charity and honor them with this award. Not only are they incredibly successful, but they also give back to their community. And what they themselves didn't mention that you all should know is that the business ships hundreds of thousands of dresses and accessories across the United States and internationally from La Grande. The company has been recognized in big-time publications like USA Today and People Magazine. And just this past year, they built a beautiful new warehouse with retail storefront in the La Grande Business Park. And now Jess and Charity will be hosting a grand opening for the store on July 28th, so put that in your calendar now. July 28th, a grand opening there at their new location at the business park. We are honored to present this year's Entrepreneur of the Year Award to Jess and Charity Walter, owners of Dainty Jewels Incorporated. And of course, they're dressed really nice.
Thank you. Thank you all so much. We are very honored to receive this reward or this award. We feel humbled and blessed. It is such a privilege to be chosen for this. Thank you for your support. As I look over the audience, there's several people we have worked with in our business from the very beginning, and they've been with us from the start, and so I would just want to say thank you. A huge thank you to Bob and his amazing team for everything they've done to help our company and encourage us through everything. The support that has been shown to us has been amazing. I am incredibly appreciative of all of you. Dainty Jewels began as a personal hobby when I was only 16. What started as upcycling and embellishing clothing for friends and family eventually became the production of dozens of pieces uniquely designed by me. Now at the age of 25, we can look back and see that it's amazing what God has done for our company. We are so grateful for where we have come from, what we are, and all the lessons learned along the way.
Again, I would like to say thank you for this award. It does mean a lot to us, and thank you for everybody. Like they said earlier, we have built a new warehouse and showroom, and we look forward to being able to serve many more people. I know a lot of people may not know that we've been here because we're online, but we are going to be having that space available. And it's taken a lot of work and dedication to get Dainty Jewels where it is today, and it's only been able to come this far because of the support of our family and friends and people in this community, and by the help and the grace of God.
Looking forward to the future, we are excited to continue offering quality, modest apparel. We look forward to hiring more employees, creating specialty lines, opening a retail location on July 28th here in our lovely town, continuing to grow as a company and giving back to our community. None of this would be possible without our support system. For that reason, you have all played a part in this reward, and we thank you so much for this honor, and we expect great things ahead.
Thank you, guys.
Here you go. Thank you, guys. Congratulations again to Dainty Jewels Incorporated, another much-deserved award.
Up next, we have our Eastern Oregon University Partnership Award, and to present tonight's winner is the Vice President of University Advancement, Tim Seidel.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for allowing me to present the Eastern Oregon University Partnership Award this evening. The EOU Partnership Award recognizes a business, organization, or individual who plays a significant role in the ongoing success of the university and illustrates the strong ties between the larger community and the institution. You know, since 1929, Eastern and the community have been inextricably tied together, from hosting Air Corps cadets at the Sacagawea Hotel as they trained on campus during World War II, to town and gown events like Oktoberfest and the raft races of the 70s and 80s and even into the 90s, to last fall when students joined with the Chamber to paint business windows downtown welcoming new students. Today, with our own governing board, a local president, great faculty and staff, and an awesome community, Oregon's rural university is rocking and rolling. Mountaineer Athletics, thank you. Mountaineer Athletics raise the bar every year and respond with seasons like our 31-3 record for the EOU women's basketball team. Our music and theater programs continually amaze audiences with show-stopping performances, and our academics are simply incredible. EOU just had over 20 students attend and present last week at the American Chemical Society's annual conference. Most colleges only send like a few students to that, like less than 10. So the fact that we had over 20 is a milestone for us. And President Insko and all of us at Eastern are excited about some new changes upcoming on campus as well. You may have heard about, like building a new field house at the university. We're very excited about a new 65,000 plus square foot indoor facility. There are many businesses, organizations, and individuals who help make these successes happen. As a matter of fact, everyone in this room is part of that, and thank you very much for your support of Eastern. Tonight, we would like to recognize a family whose spirit helps make things happen at EOU. There are few events at EOU where you can attend and not see Rob and Carrie Lane. You might try attending a men's or women's soccer game and actually not hearing Rob cheer for our student athletes, even if Rob had to load some spuds at the farm, turn off the tractor, jump into the truck, and zip over to campus all covered in mud and gear. I've been there. I've seen it. It happens. He wants to be at all of our events. And many folks may not even know that Carrie directed our student health program for a while, and that Rob is currently vice president of the Mountaineer Athletic Association. So they're not just attending events, they're involved as well. But the big event, the big deal was this past November when EOU hosted the Cascade Conference, Cascade Collegiate Conference cross-country championships. But we didn't do them on campus. This time, the championships were held at Lane Farms out on Peach Road. This brought a new level of connection between the university and the community as teams from all over Oregon and even in Idaho came to LeGrand and found themselves at a potato farm. They were amazed at this unique event. The location, the course, and the environment made it for a super memorable event that people are still talking about today. I'm around the state, we're around the state talking to people and they say, you guys had a cross-country championship at a potato farm, right? And we say, yes, absolutely we did, and it was totally awesome. That's the kind of thing that illustrates the great example of how Eastern and the community and our community supporters are able to leverage our events to bring more people to our beautiful community and our beautiful valley. So Rob and Carrie, I am pleased to present you with the 2018 EOU Partnership Award.
It's on.
All right, so I lost at Rochambeau, and I'm talking now. So we first wanted to thank the Chamber for putting on such a nice event. This is really amazing, and everything is so fun and it's fabulous. Next, we would like to thank the university and their selection committee. It's all we could say when we got the award was same as Stu. It's like, wow, and thank you. And we're just, amazed that they even consider us. So it's really an honor. We'd like to also raise some thanks up to the Lord who has blessed us. And we hope that we're able to pay it forward and bless others as well. Our family, we have our parents down here with President and Mrs. Insco. And then also a special thank you to Rob's dad, who can't be here with us. But he's with Rob every day in spirit, whether on the farm or skiing or on the golf course. And our family is who shapes us. And Rob's dad is the most influential, I think, person in his life. And he's where he is and who he is today because of his dad. So thank you, Bob. Now back to EOU. We are very passionate about EOU. And as Tim was saying, there's hardly an event that Rob doesn't go to. I'm a little fair weather based on the weather, but I try to hit a lot of them. But EOU is just so important to our community. And I know in the past I've taken it for granted, but how many rural communities of our size can boast of having a university, really, and all that comes with that? They're a huge economic driver in our community. They're one of the larger employers and of really high-quality employment opportunities. So we're very passionate about everything EOU. They also have a ton of opportunities, as Tim was saying, with the music and theater for our kids in our community, Writers' Workshop, Girls in Science, all the camps and clinics put on by the athletic department. Instead of having to load our kids on a bus to go somewhere, we can just go right outside our doorstep. And I think that's a really, really awesome thing for our community. Anyway, I think just sped through all that, but we just wanted to thank the university again for everything they do for our community and for this award.
Thanks very much. Go Mounties.
Perfect. There you go. And here's that beautiful award, again, very much deserved. So thank you for what you've done to the community. And gosh, I'm sitting here on the couch admiring these awards. These are really nice. So if you see any of these awardees throughout the night tonight, ask to see what they got. These are beautiful, Bob. Next up, let's get going on to Educator of the Year. And we're relieved that we have the opportunity to bestow this award to the most deserving recipient because she tells us she plans to retire after this year. So this is a great year to reward her. Now, with over 30 years of educating children, this woman is known as the Heart of Heidi Ho. We asked her how many children she thinks she's taught in total over the years. She guessed around 500. Yeah, right. We did the math, and with an AM and PM kindergarten classes multiplied over 30 years, we estimate that Dixie's taught over 5,000 children. That is huge. So we wish her a great retirement. I want to introduce you to this year's Educator of the Year, Dixie Stonebreaker.
It's on.
Well, thank you for that introduction. I haven't taught that many children. I think 500 total would be a good number. I want to congratulate all of the recipients of awards tonight. This is just an exciting place to be. I'm glad to be here, and I have to say this is as much fun as spending time with 3-year-olds all day. I want to thank Bob and Molly and all of the Chamber of Commerce for this recognition. This is my first time attending, and it's a great honor to be up here. It's a time to say thank you for demonstrating your value in young children, and also in the profession of the early childhood educators, and that's what this represents, this award tonight. I'm part of the Heidi Ho preschool team, and I don't do kindergarten, I do sweet little 3-year-olds. I have 2 classes, 4 times a day. And our days, wow, they're busy. And they're filled with lots of fun, age-appropriate activities. The children have lots of choices and lots of really great time of interaction with one another. I love children. And when they come to my class, each one is important. Well, they're shown respect and they're valued. And I love to give lots of positive reinforcement to them and encouragement in mastering lots of new skills throughout the year. They're learning independence and they're learning building their self-confidence as the year goes by. And I'm also blessed to be able to tell all the children about Jesus. That's an important part of our Heidi Ho curriculum, about how much he loves them. And I get to pray with them, and I get to pray for them and their families. And man, the love that I receive back from the children, it is such a joy to my life every single day. I could probably count on my hand the number of days I didn't want to go to school and see all these precious little ones. Part of my ministry has also been to the parents, and we have great parents at Heidi Ho. I want to be available, supportive. I want to nurture those relationships and come alongside and whenever I can and help those parents. I want to say thank you tonight for my husband, Stephen. We just celebrated 49 years together, so that was pretty great. I have 2 new grandbabies on the way. Stephanie could have a baby tonight. It would be great. But I'm thankful for my children and my family and my friends. They've all been supportive and shown me lots of love. But most of all, I always give thanks to God. I am so thankful that he has given me the gift of loving children all these years and for the ministries it has opened up to me. And I always want to say thank you, God. He deserves all the praise and all the glory. And thank you, guys.
Trade you. It's beautiful, isn't it? Congratulations,
Congratulations, Dixie. So our next award is Woman of the Year. We are delighted to introduce this young woman. She's come into the spotlight very recently and in a very short amount of time has made a huge impact on the community. She was called out on Facebook for her good deed the other day, and as the post reads, Cammie Miller is an amazing person with a heart of gold, and I am nominating her as a bloody do-gooder. She works at a full-time job, and in her spare time, she works tirelessly for months to establish a warming center. She gives her own time, her home, and of herself to help people every day, and with all of this, she still manages to take care of her family, be an amazing friend, and a mentor. I feel that she deserves this nomination because she goes far above and beyond in everything that she does. The City of LeGrand must agree with me because she was voted the Chamber of Commerce Woman of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Cammie Miller. Congratulations, Cammie.
Thank you. Well, hello. So I didn't really know how to start, so I just Googled how many words takes up 3 minutes. So you will get 390 words tonight. So I'm pretty stoked to be here. I'm feeling a little bit of pressure. I bought makeup for the first time since high school, and a bra with a wire since the first time I've had kids. So, pretty gussied up. Okay. So, my family's here, my mom, my brother, a bunch of my children. I have 6, so we have 4 in the house. My husband and a couple of my friends, and some other warming station champions. And they've been amazing throughout all this. I haven't done dishes since the warming station opened. Whenever I need a night off, Jen and St. Audrey step up and take over. It's been awesome, and it's definitely, like, everybody deserves as much credit as me. I'm really nervous. So I really appreciate the Chamber and all of you for thinking that myself and the warming station are worthy of this award. And I'd just like to say that the warming station is open at night. It's a place for people with nowhere to go to come stay. We don't ask any questions. We don't make anyone show ID. They just get to come, eat some food, have a place to sleep. We play dominoes and hang out at night. It's wonderful. We've served 37 different guests as of last night, and we have an average of 6 people a night. Yeah, it's amazing. The people that come stay with us, we've had a family that was just like out on their luck. They stayed with us for 2 weeks, and the kiddos didn't miss a day of school, and they had a shower and food at night, and food in the morning. They had breakfast before they went to school. They did their homework with the volunteers. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that's happening. We've had people get sustainable housing. We've had one guy who was staying in a unsavory place come stay with us to get clean, and he now has 30 days clean off of everything. So I have like success story after success story, but I would just really like to thank all the community for the donations and volunteer hours. I did the math. We've had over 1,800 volunteer hours put into the station this season, which is a lot. And everyone giving us a chance to open our doors this year. We're going to open next year in November, and this next week is our last week. So I have a little irony I'd like to share with you. Around 9 years ago, Union County in this very community that is awarding me Woman of the Year found me so unsafe and undesirable, they sent me to prison. I'd been using drugs, a criminal. I'd been getting loaded on these very streets for around 10 years. Around a year later, I came back and I paroled to Union County, and I started my path to recovery. So it was slow. There were some hiccups. I messed up a couple times, but this community embraced me nevertheless, and I needed a lot of support, and you all did that for me. So the 12-step fellowship that saved my life, that I'm still a part of, the church that allowed that 12-step fellowship to meet in their basement, the social workers who enrolled me in state health care, the landlord that gave me a chance. That wasn't on purpose either. The Head Start program that helped me be a parent again. You know, all that really lifted me up when I really needed it. The community that sent me away embraced me, and they forgave me despite all my flaws. And that second chance has made me a productive member of society, and not just productive, but thriving, engaged, and helpful. So we have a saying at this station: every guest is to be treated with unconditional positive regard. So we don't care where they're from, or where they've been, or how they smell, or what's going on. We treat them with respect, and we welcome them in, and we offer them something to eat, and a pair of socks, and some chapstick, or whatever they need. And what we mean is, when we treat people with respect and dignity and help them where they need help, they become the best versions of themselves. You all lifted me up, and now I get to lift others. So we have a special thing going on here in Union County, and myself and the warming station are definitely a product of it. That's all I have. Thank you.
Cammie. Congratulations. So deserved. Congratulations again, Cammie.
Congratulations, Cammie.
Wow. Man of the Year's next. You guys ready? So for our Man of the Year, it's next. So what can we say about the man in such a short amount of time? That he encompasses all that he's done for this county and his town. All we really need to point out is that Ken was nominated by 12 different people this year. He received by far, that's worthy. He received by far the most nominations of this year of any candidate of any category, and to tell you the truth, most of the nomination letters sounded an awful lot like threats, like, he better win. We were almost scared not to give him this award. But again, the more we learned about him, the more it was just so obvious, and it's so obviously well deserved, because this man splits his time between his full-time job at ODOT, the Imbler Volunteer Fire Department, where he's regularly seen coming to rescue like a superhero, sitting on the Imbler School Board, and leading the 4-H and Livestock Club groups. The man does it all. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage our Man of the Year, Ken Patterson. There you go, it's on.
Congratulations.
Well, how do I follow Cammie? I mean, what an amazing story, okay? This isn't a bad spot. I tried to trade with Eric back there, let him take this one, but he stayed the course here. Really, when I found out that I'd won this award, it was really quite an honor. I mean, I really don't like to be in front of groups here. I'd rather work behind the scenes and not be up in front of a stage talking in front of people. But so it's quite humbling for me to get this award, because I know there's a lot of my volunteer activities. I can think of so many other people that give to this community, and and I don't put myself in that same category, but it is an honor to do to receive this award tonight. I do have quite a few volunteer activities I do, and it takes a really, really patient and understanding wife. I probably don't carry my share of dishes and chores at home, because most nights are considered a meeting night of some sort or another. So she really does carry the load, but she comes by it naturally. I grew up in a family that did a lot of volunteering. My dad had a wrestling program here in LeGrand, and gave a lot of time and effort to wrestling with our youth here in LeGrand. And my wife's family, they were the rock of their community down in Monument, Oregon, and we're just sitting on everything: the school board, the soil and water conservation board, had 4-H clubs, just anything that needed to be done. So she kind of came by it naturally, and she's given me the room to be able to volunteer, have a couple different 4-H clubs, and I got a livestock club and a small animal club, and do the fire department and EMS. In fact, I was kind of hoping my pager would go off so I didn't have to come up here today, but we had 3 calls earlier today, so statistically I think we're taken care of, and my odds were very bad tonight. So I want to give a thanks. What makes this really rewarding to do these things are the people that I serve with, and I want to start with my friends in the 4-H family. 4-H was a big part of my life when I grew up. It got me chances to go see parts of the state, take part in activities that I would never, get to do, like Know Your State Government, summer conference, 4-H camp. Little did I know that 4-H camp was going to be a big part of my life. I did that all the way through high school. I left long enough to go to college, get a couple degrees, come home with a wife, and then about a year later, gotten involved with 4-H camp in 1995, and I've been there ever since. And so it's been a big, a part of my summer each year. And I've got to really hang out with some really cool people, like the Cornford family. They've been there for a long time, and they've taken, cared for the kids and cooked for them. And Sherry Cornford can initiate a really mean water fight that I will lose each and every time. So. The other part of the 4-H family is the parents and the kids that I work with. I've really had a great time, and that's what makes it really rewarding. I just, get a big kick out of watching kids start and, they have a lack of confidence in what they're doing and then become really super confident. And you get some really great memories, working with these kids that'll just carry you a long ways. And then just looking around this room here, there's some former 4-Hers I've come across either through my club or at 4-H camp, and you have some great stories. Like Jake Hines and his right guard incident in cabin 10. I can't remember which year it was, but there was a big flame that come out of the cabin, and there was a conversation afterwards. So that was kind of fun. Serving with the fire department, I can't think of another group of people that just give of their time and selflessly, because, you show up, people don't know who you are. You go in, do your thing, either put out the fire or, load them on an ambulance and you're gone. And it's just really rewarding. Personally, what kind of got me into that was a few years ago, my wife's cousin, he got killed, in a skiing accident up at Anthony. And a number of my coworkers are ski patrollers, and they were there to take care of him, in the last part of his life. And I thought, it's kind of important to be able to give back in a similar way. And so that's kind of, what kind of drove me to start looking at the medical side of our volunteer stuff. But I just have so many people that I'm thankful for that just give me some great experiences. The 4-H or the Union County Auction Committee, the other 4-H leaders in the county, the parents of my 4-Hers, and the folks that I've served with on the school board, translator district, other places I've been. They just really work to make this a better community, and it's fun to be part of that. And I think that's what makes this a special place is. LeGrand and Union County has so many different places that a person, if they want to, jump in and contribute and be part of the community and make it a better place. There's just so many opportunities where someone can do that, and they open this up. They open their arms and take you in and give you that opportunity. The last group I want to thank is the members of the chamber. I think it's really great that we're celebrating our community. We've got a really special community to celebrate, and tonight it was a great celebration of that, and we've seen some really great other award recipients. Again, it was really tough following Cammie. She's got a great history there, and I'm really proud of her. So with that, I just want to say thank you for the opportunities I've been given, by growing up here and being able to raise my family here and be here tonight. Thank you.
Congratulations, Ken. Thank you. Congratulations, Ken.
Okay, so our next award is the Business of the Year Award. And just a reminder too, we're gonna be closing the raffle and the silent auction in the back. So if anybody has any interest in going back and upping their bid or throwing a couple more tickets in for that barbecue, the grill, or the car that we have for Goss Motors, along with that charity donation, I would suggest that you guys get in and do that right now. And you can do it while we're up here presenting, it's fine.
We will close the raffle here after these awardees. So now, in the silent auction. So now's the time to get your final bids in.
So unfortunately, the owner of the business tonight that is being awarded Business of the Year, Ron Bruce, was not able to make it. He's on an African safari.
That's terrible. Gosh.
So I have to check with my husband here. Didn't we just see him at the Hobby Lobby? We saw him at the Hobby Lobby with his wife. It's probably been a month ago. He told me it was his favorite place on earth, and I'm not kidding when I tell you that he said that to me. My husband was in the Sportsman Warehouse, and I said, Ron, you're at the Hobby Lobby. And he said, don't tell anyone, but I love this store. So it's official now. He loves the Hobby Lobby.
Tell the whole room.
Well, you know, that's what he gets for not being here tonight and being on an African safari.
We'll forgive him, though.
Right. So we'll forgive him for that. And to accept the award in his behalf, I would like to welcome Eric Yunt to the stage. He's the general manager for Pepsi Bottle Company in La Grande. Let's give it up for Eric.
Okay, thank you. As you understand, I'm not Ron. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Eric Yunt. I'm the general manager of Pepsi-Cola of Eastern Oregon. And before we get started, I want to say, on behalf of the Pepsi-Cola family, it's an honor to be selected, nominated, and awarded Business of the Year. Thank you for that. Papers aren't saying that. I've been fortunate enough to be employed by Pepsi-Cola for 30 years. Lonnie Johnston's here. Lonnie, 29 years. And we're not the senior, oldest people, say old-timers. A lot of you know Kent McCall. He's been with us 39 years. Gerald Smith, 37. And I say that because we have 40 employees with our company. 16 of those employees have been with us for over 20 years. That says a lot about Pepsi-Cola of Eastern Oregon and how they treat their employees. Obviously, Pat Bruce and Ron Bruce, neither one could be here. This paper doesn't stand. So I'm going to read a letter from Ron with my 2.5 minutes I have left. Is that right, Mark Sherman? And then like Rob Lane, I'm going to say a few words. This is from Ron Bruce. I apologize for not being here in person. Some of you probably know what I'm doing, hunting, and you're correct. When Miss Goodman contacted me about Business of the Year, I figured it was a practical joke. Then Miss Holtz called, followed by Mr. Kavanaugh, and at that point I realized it must be for real. On behalf of Pepsi-Cola, I'm honored to be nominated and selected as Business of the Year. I'm a third-generation bottler. I was blessed in 1956 when my grandparents, George and Shirley Bruce, founded Pepsi-Cola of Eastern Oregon. We are currently one of 60 independent cola franchises left in this country. We are one of the smallest in this country. Not certain what the criteria was for receiving this award, but it's truly humbling to know that we were doing the right things and being recognized for it. I would assume community involvement is the main factor why we were nominated, but that's just us doing business as usual, helping our youth and local organizations within our community. This community is made up of friends and family, community members, and businesses who do the same thing we do. All of you out there tonight, and all of you that support local business and shop local and support local, you're the reason we can do what we do. As you all know, success is not built by one person. It's built by many, also with the help of God. I'd like to thank my grandparents, my father, Pat, who's an amazing person, for all the years of support. I'd like to thank the gentleman speaking tonight and all of their employees. Most of you know who the most important people are that run Pepsi. and it's never said enough. Simply thank those that have made careers with the company. They're very important. Finally, I'd like to thank all of you, people in the community that support our company, our products and services. You enable us to support many organizations and youth in our franchise area. We are all blessed by God in this community, so God bless Eastern Oregon and all those that live in it. Thank you for making this a great place we call home. And I want to thank Eric for reading this tonight so I didn't have to. On behalf of Pepsi-Cola, thank you.
Thank you, Eric, and congratulations, Pepsi-Cola. You know what? One more round of applause, though, for all of our awardees tonight. Congratulations again. There was a lot of well-deserved recognition tonight.
And we'd encourage everyone, if you see our award winners tonight milling around, please congratulate them on your own, too.
Throughout the night. What? The phone rings?
We have a phone.
Who is it?
I don't know.
You know, I hope they invent something someday where we can actually see who it is.
Because I really don't want to answer it right now. Go ahead,
Okay,
Ashley.
let's see. Hello?
Ashley, this is Bob.
Can I come over?
Bob?
Yes.
Bob, is that you?
It is. Please, can I come over?
You want to come over
We'd
now?
love to have you over.
Take off your shoes before you come in the house.
No kidding.
I have one more award to give. Is that all right?
That's fine.
I suppose.
Okay, I'll be right there.
Okay, come on in, Bob. Bob's on his way, everybody. Oh, there he is. He's already here. Bob Cavanaugh.
Bob.
Thanks for
quick.
coming over this evening.
What are you doing here, Bob?
What a coincidence. Yeah, I know. You guys are so funny. Thank you for that creative way to come in tonight. I just want to thank you for coming. It's a pleasure to be with you and the honorees tonight, the recipients. Fantastic people and well-deserving. And so can I just ask, can we give them another big round of applause and say congratulations? I have a unique honor tonight to present the Community Commitment Award. He's a dear friend of mine and a dear friend of yours. He's been in our community for more years than I can count. He is a benevolent giver. In fact, this is a man, if you have any need, anything that's going on where you are a hurting person, you need help, he and his wife are to beck and call. They do work abroad and missions work. They are very involved in their church, very faith-based people. He's in Rotary. I happen to be in Rotary with him, and he shared their missions trip. And what they did there was phenomenal, and how he spreads this love of God through dentistry. And so I have, again, the unique pleasure to introduce to you Jim and Rita McMahon, our Community Commitment Award. I don't want to be between the two of you. This is a power couple of all power couples. And I just wanted to say thank you for who you are. Thank you for your friendship to many in this audience. I know that it is painful for we who go to your practice that you're retiring. And so we have a very special person here too. And don't get emotional because I will too. But if you can't, it's okay. But I wanted to just give you a few minutes, talk to us, tell us your plans, tell us how you are, and please introduce this wonderful new person in our community.
Okay. Wow, I'm very, very humbled, honored, and I don't feel, after seeing all the awardees tonight, that we have really even come close to some of the accomplishments and service awards for the people here tonight. It's a privilege to be here. I want to thank Bob, who pulled this off, and I kind of knew something was up, but I didn't know exactly what this was going to be. I did know I was going to get a chance to say a few things, and I didn't write it down because I've been saying this kind of speech for about 2 months or so to patients about 20 times a day. As I said bye,
or see you later, see you around town somewhere. But it's really weird when you have a sort of a date with somebody every 6 months or so for about 35 years to realize you won't do that again in that setting. But I am committed to this community, and this is an amazing place. And as represented by the people who've been honored tonight and by all of you in the audience, some of you are my patients, and that makes it even harder. So many here have thanked the Lord for what he's done in their lives. And I have to say from the get-go, the very beginning, that everything we've done has been orchestrated by him. We couldn't have accomplished anything. We'd be helpless without him. So I want to give him thanks and him all the praise and glory for this. My banker's in the audience there. I'll thank Craig. He got us started here in 1982 and helped us figure out how to find some resources to take over the practice of Dr. Doug Eustace, who, when he was retiring, I was very honored and privileged to be able to take on that practice. The first person that needs thanks is Rita. She's managed me for almost 42 years, and as this summer, and that's a big job to manage me. So, but she's. But she's also been the office manager for 10 at least, and also taught at Eastern for 7 years before that. She's an amazing helpmate, and I'm very grateful for all she's done. They mentioned some of the things I've done. Eastern's a big deal here. I'm so proud of Eastern and Tim and Tom and all the things they've accomplished. We've worked with the foundation for most of the time I've been in La Grande as a member of the board of directors and president at times. And the missions trips, the Give Kids a Smile, just all the Mom Project in Portland. I'm currently serving as president of the Oregon Dental Association pretty soon. So again, it's all because of the Lord. But every good finale deserves a good handoff. And tonight we have with us Dr. Brad Hagedorn. Would you mind standing, Brad? Right over there. And Jessica, would you also please stand? Jessica, this is a family with dentistry in their blood, literally. Jessica's grandfather was Dr. Bill Dowdy, and they're lifelong residents, gone for a little while, but coming back. Brad's practiced in Portland for 5 years, I believe, going on 6. Is that correct? And coming home. He's got family here. They're going to be part of this community in ways that'll amaze everybody. He's a great dentist, a great person, and they're a great couple and a great team. So I want to just thank you for coming. It's a perfect handoff. We're so glad it's you. Thank you. So I'll just say thank you to Bob, thank you to the Chamber. The Chamber used to be maybe not quite this exciting as I can remember back in years past. I haven't been to an event for a while, but this is amazing, and I just think we owe him a big round of applause. Bob Kavanaugh. Ben, thank you very much for everything.
Thank you. We have this beautiful award for you, and we appreciate you and who you are and all you have done. So God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. Well, Bob, why don't you stick around with us
Bob,
for just a little minute? Just a
I made
minute.
the meatloaf. I made some meatloaf.
It's coming out of the oven. We got the meatloaf. And for all of you there out in the audience, please help yourself. Dessert is on.
Dessert is on.
Dessert is
That's
on.
where we're headed.
Right, and I made some meatloaf, and we have a program that we're going to sit down and
We're
watch
going to sit
together.
down and watch a little TV
We're going to
dinner,
watch
Bob.
a little program together.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Sit on
There-
down, Bob.
oh, it's
Haven't
on.
seen this one.
Yeah. It did help looking over there. It's going to be weird though.
84th Annual Chamber Award.
Okay.
You're in front of Elvis.
Okay, you ready?
There you go, now you're good.
Welcome to the 84th Annual Chamber Awards Banquet. My name is Bob Kavanaugh. We're going to have a good time with my friends. We're going to hang out and
Hair and makeup. Hair and makeup.
You know, the 1950s,
Oh, yeah.
it was like literally like super close up, like coming at you live, and it was like this.
Yeah,
close.
it's
right.
Hey, coming at you live from the Blue Mountain Conference Center, welcoming you to the big event tonight, the Chamber of Commerce
84th
Awards Banquet. Now, man.
That's just mean.
This is hilarious.
That was good.
Well, thank you.
So thank you, Bob.
for that.
We had to pause and give him that recognition. Yeah, we really do love Bob and everything he's done as a chamber director here. So thank you. He's a big part of why the banquets and the Farmer Merchant Banquet, the awards banquet have become the way they have. And another really big part of that is, of course, Molly. Where's Molly?
Molly,
She
where
doesn't
are
like
you?
the recognition.
No,
It's-
she goes, hi, Molly.
she's going to stand and wait for a
stand
second.
up, Molly.
And then, yeah, there
Wave
she
your
is.
hand. So there's Molly Holst. She's the one that coordinated this entire event for us. She put together scripts. She put together the idea. She was the mastermind of this. So Molly, thank you so much.
Thank you, Molly. And she had a lot of help from Kelly and Cody, our staff at the chamber office. Yes, clap for them too. They absolutely deserve it. They love when you come in and say hi just for the heck of it too.
Kelly
just go in
and
and
Cody,
say hi
where
to
are
them.
you guys right now? Are you in the back?
They're probably in the back running
Stand
things.
up, wave your hands.
Take a moment.
Thank you, Kelly and Cody.
They deserve it.
And then Ashley and I serve on a board of amazing individuals for the Chamber of Commerce. So if you are a board member or an ambassador, I would ask that you stand right now.
Now's the time to stand. Board members
Stand
and
up
ambassadors.
because I know you guys are in the audience. Wave your hands.
These are the folks that really, really care about the businesses in Union County and want to see everyone thrive. So we really appreciate the help and the efforts that they've given us over the years.
Thank you guys very
Thank
much.
you. Guess what? We're officially closing the silent auction. It's in. It's done. If it's too late. There's no more running over there. Our raffle winners, the raffles are closed. I think it's actually time to choose our raffle winners.
I think we're gonna.
If
It's
we'd
gonna
like
be
to
a good
do
time.
that. Well, what's that?
Is there anybody out in the audience that wants to buy one last ticket for the raffle? So we have Jason Brajati, stand up and go over there and get some raffle tickets. Is there anybody else in the audience? Final call for raffle tickets for the barbecue, the Green Mountain Grill, and then we also have the Goss Motor car.
Which is not just a car, but it's a very generous donation to the charity of your choice. And again, that donation is matched by Goss Motors, which is pretty awesome.
And if there's anybody that wants to check their silent auction, oh, never mind, it's too late. We're bringing them up.
Golly, Miss Molly.
Good golly, Miss Molly. Molly, what do you want people to do about dessert, which is over there on the table? Can they just go grab it whenever they want to?
Yep.
So there's dessert over here on the table if you guys want to grab it while Ashley and I start reading off the winners of the raffle and the silent auction. You can do that too. So
we'll get going on some of these silent auction items.
Okay, so the first one that we're going to go after is sponsored by Art Center East. It is a mountain painting, and the winner is Ashley.
Kelly Anders. Kelly Anders,
Where are you, Kelly? Congratulations, you are the
win.
winner.
Kettle Corn and More is sponsoring the next award. They're actually, speaking of new businesses, they are about to open right next to my office, actually, on Adams Avenue. What is that? Probably around 1209-ish Adams Avenue.
Somebody correct us if that's wrong.
If that's wrong. But they provided us a basket of goodies, miscellaneous goodies, and we thank you, Kettle Corn and More. Our winner, we actually had a lot of good bids on this one tonight,
We
but
did.
our winner is...
And our winner is Gary Anderson. Gary, congratulations. You're the winner of that basket from Kettle Corn and More.
The one that I should have bid on was that lamp with the antlers, and that was thanks to Northwest Furniture.
And the winner is Sandra Gromley. Sandra,
Sandra, are you
congratulations.
around?
You're the winner of the horn lamp from Northwest
you.
Furniture.
Thank you, Sandra.
Congratulations. Shake him up.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what this item was. It was sponsored by Victory Acres. It must have been like horse riding lessons. Is that probably correct? Does somebody want to correct me?
Sure.
I'm pretty sure that's probably what
I
it
heard
was.
that's correct.
Okay,
Count it.
yay! So the winner of that item is
Lynn Scarfo.
Congratulations,
You
Lynn.
got it, Lynn.
So the next item that we have was sponsored by Union Drug and Soda, and it is a Marion Berry cheesecake.
God,
I
can you
love
imagine?
cheesecake, and I
be
especially like
really
Marion
good.
Berry cheesecake. And who's our winner?
Amy.
Amy.
Bell.
Amy Betts.
Betts? Yes. Amy, are you around? Where are you? Oh, she's there. She wins the Marion Berry
congratulations,
cheesecake.
Amy.
And thank you to Union Drug and Soda for the donation.
So the next item was sponsored by Heinz Meat Company. It is a Davy Crockett grill. This was a good item too, and it got some really good bids on it.
Valued at $400, guys. $400, and we had 7 different bids, but that 7th bid was
Mike Lees.
Mike Lees. You are the winner
Congratulations,
of a $400 grill from Heinz Meat, and thank you again to Heinz Meat Company.
The next item was sponsored by Antlers, value of $100. I'm not sure what this item was either, but we had.
Yeah,
what's
probably a
that?
gift certificate.
Okay, fantastic. And the winner of this item was
Susan
Cedarholm.
Cedarholm. Susan Cedarholm, she gets $100 to
Congratulations,
Antlers.
Susan.
Next up, Les Schwab, a $250 value over there at Les Schwab. Again, a couple of good bids of this one as well,
Very
but
good
only
ones.
one gets to win.
One
and his
winner,
name,
it goes to the Carlson family. Congratulations, Chad and Angie.
Chad Carlson. Moving right along.
We have a Bloomerang basket, obviously sponsored by Bloomerang Flowers. And the winner of that item is
Kelsey McDaniel. Kelsey.
Congratulations, Kelsey.
You got it. That is yours. Blue Mountain Outfitters sponsored our next auction item, a duffel bag full of goodies, camping goodies, valued at $135. Again, a good handful of bids.
And I believe it was a North Face duffel bag. I looked at it a couple times. And the winner of that duffel bag goes to
Kane.
Kane Lester.
Kane Lester, that's yours.
And he has a fantastic outfit. If nobody has seen how
No
him
kidding.
and Leah are dressed. Oh, stand up.
Oh,
Leah,
yeah,
where
take
are
a
you?
moment.
Stand up, Leah.
It's like this custom embroidered
Adorable.
leather jacket. It's good. Thank
Congratulations on that win.
you guys. A 10 classes worth of value over there by Body Fit by Lynette. Lynette was here. Lynette, I'm sure, is still here and looking wonderful as
She
usual.
is one of our celebrities. She was dressed up as Marilyn Monroe. Lynette, stand up.
There she is. Thank
Hi,
you, Lynette.
Thank you.
For tonight's, again, her donation to the silent auction was 10 classes, and that one's going to go to
Heather Knoll.
Heather Knoll.
Congratulations,
You've got
Heather.
it.
So we have another gift that was donated by Tri-County Equipment. Value is $20 on this one. Who's our winner, Ashley?
At the full rate, $20 worth of bidding goes to Kelly Anders. She's got $20 to Tri-County Equipment. Thank you, Kelly.
Congratulations. Next item was another one sponsored by Art Center East. This is a gift card for $100. And who's our winner, Ashley?
Becky McKinney. Becky McKinney, you got it.
Congratulations,
You got $100
Becky.
to Art Center East. A lot of really great things on display there for sale in their gallery. So $100 goes to her. Thanks again, Artsy.
Oh, good Lord. We have a doctor in the house with this handwriting. I have no idea.
I actually don't know what that says.
Okay. Well, I don't even know what that says.
Who remembers bidding on the art classes at Art Centers East?
Or we're going to just go ahead and announce your phone number to God and everyone
Just gonna
because
say,
we have
if
no
your phone
idea
number
who this
ends with 1280, who is
is anybody going to admit to it?
Is that an H?
I don't know.
Sure.
Okay.
I would like you to hear you guys try to pronounce it.
Okay, so it looks like Phylon.
Hylon, Lylon, Lillian.
I'm reading the phone number. If nobody's... Oh! Is anybody going to stand up and admit to it before I read off your phone number? Everybody grab a pen and paper.
Yeah, give her him or her a call at 786.
786-1280. Whose phone number is...
All right, the mystery.
Oh, it's over here.
Can you tell us your name?
Tell us your name, please. Okay.
L. Lyon. Well, you got yourself $85 worth of art classes at Arts East, so congratulations.
Thank you, L.
Thank
Lyon.
you. Over at the Boise Cascade
Oh, this
table.
one's so much easier.
This one is...
This is great.
This
so
is good.
this was a sponsored item by Buffalo Peak. The value was $60, and our winner is...
Tim Camp.
Tim Camp. Thank you for your legible handwriting, Tim Camp.
That's great. So Tim's got $60 over to Buffalo Peak. There they are. They've been shaking those buckets forever. What do you got there?
Oh,
you want to do best dressed.
Best dressed is
So
next.
as a lot of you came in, you noticed so many of us were standing here. Oh, you want to do the raffle first?
No,
okay, let's do that. Cool. So as everyone was coming in, you noticed we were there. We were greeting you and saying hi, welcome. But what you didn't know is we were judging you.
We were judging every single one of you as you came in the door.
Looking for the best costume of the night. So of course, chamber staff, we don't count. I mean, otherwise this wouldn't be fair anyway.
Because we would be the obvious one. I had to do a wardrobe change, people. I would have been the winner.
I could do a wardrobe change. But we're going to give away our award for best dressed.
And there is our best dressed woman of the night.
got her
It's
picture
Susie
up.
McBride.
Thank you. Susie did a great job dressing up as Grace
Susie,
Kelly. There she is.
Will you please come forward and get your gift?
Please accept your award.
Thank you, Grace.
Here she is. She's even got the sash on.
Yes, she
It's
does.
great.
She looks fantastic.
All right. Let's do the grill first.
Thank you, Susie.
Congratulations. A forever. That is great. You did great. Thank you. Okay. So,
I
my
am
God.
so
that
excited
is-
about this.
That is a lot of tickets.
There's a ton of tickets.
This one's for the barbecue grill.
It is not a barbecue
You're
grill.
right. You're right. The smart
it
grill.
It sears. It smokes. It grills.
It Wi-Fi's.
It Wi-Fi's. It's amazing.
It comes with a pig and a bag of pellets.
And I had better win it.
You had better. Well, let's pull the name out of here and see who got to win it.
If I win it, do I have to give it back? I'm so excited about this. Okay, everybody have their tickets ready? Jason, tickets ready? Okay, number is 285381. 285381. Oh, tell me they're not here. Did you go home? Oh, congratulations.
All right, congratulations. We have a winner.
What's your name?
Jesse Baker.
Congratulations, Jesse. You won the grill. I really wanted the grill.
You got the grill.
Yes, you're very welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. Okay, Jesse Baker won the grill.
All right, you know what? You can't win all of them.
I know.
One more raffle item: the cool car, the donation in the name, in your name. Of course, Goss Motors matching that donation. Again, a lot of entries. This is really cool. Thank you, everybody, for participating in the raffle. There's a lot of money raised here tonight, so thank you for your
And all of it
contribution.
happening at the Goss Motors Dance Hall. Okay, I'm gonna pick a number. Everybody have their tickets ready?
Who is the winner?
Okay, winner is 283318.
318. Who is it?
283318. Oh, we have a
All
winner!
right.
Yay! Okay,
Congratulations.
I'm coming down. Come over
That
here.
is fantastic. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, I'm Abby.
Hi, Abby Stonebreaker. Come here.
All right, Abby. good
Congratulations,
job.
Abby. You are the
Congratulations.
winner of the adorable car donated by Goss Motors. And you get the charity donation in your name, which Goss Motors is going to match for you. So congratulations. Yes, you're welcome.
All righty. And we are just about wrapped. We've got some to-dos, some words from our sponsors. We've got some thanks to our sponsors. We've already recognized Goss Motors here at the arena. We've had a lot of really great sponsors this year that
Ooh, can we
do
have
every
Mark
year.
and
What?
Callie Goss are over here in the corner. Hi, Mark. Do you want to stand up so we can thank you?
Stand to be recognized for a moment.
He's got this fabulous hat on.
There he is. Fantastic. Thank you for your support
Thank you
this year.
guys very much.
Yep. And we've had a lot of really great sponsors that continue to help this event happen year after year after year. And of course, we've had a number of table sponsors this year. So if you are a table sponsor, you're sitting at your tables, I hope. Thank you. Thank you very much for helping this evening happen.
And don't forget that we had Barretto, who sponsored this fabulous family room that we've been sitting in. Again, some of Ashley's donated furniture, but that's fine.
It's the truth, yeah.
Island City Market and Deli for the fabulous meal that you guys enjoyed tonight and the dessert that you have yet to get.
Yep.
We have Long Branch and Benchwarmers, Matt Scarfo, for your spiked soda shop. So go ahead and a round of applause for that. We have the Side A Brewery silent auction table. D&B Supply, we have Community Merchants, we have Matt Henneke in the corner.
Over at our photo booth. Not too late to go get your photo here as we break into our after party.
We have Banner Bank, who sponsored the Kids Zone.
The Bebop, the Kids
That's
Bebop.
right.
That's right. Well, we can really just go
Houts.
on and on.
We need to mention Houts, too.
That's right.
Because they've sponsored a lot of the decorations that we have in here tonight. It was hard to round up 50s decorations, so that was very cool of them.
It's good to have a good diner in town to be able to grab some props from. So thank you, House, for that as well. So I think that is just about it. Now, before we kick off the after party, like I said, we hope that most or all of you would love to stick around. We want to introduce to you to kick off the Loveland Funeral Chapel after party and the Loveland Safe Ride Home program. Would you please welcome to the stage Kevin Loveland.
Bring it forward, Kevin.
There he is. Ah, with some great intro music, too. What?
We need a strut.
Strut your stuff,
forward.
Loveland.
There we go, Kevin.
Attaboy. Well, he's going to kick off the after party. We want to thank you all coming out. Yes.
There we go.
Thank you all very much for coming to the 84th Annual Chamber of Commerce Awards Banquet. I have been Ashley O'Toole. I'm still Ashley.
And I'm Corinne Bergiotti. Thank you guys very much.
Yes. And this is Kevin Loveland. Kick it off for us, Kevin.
Well, I got my own mic. Wow. Are you guys just going to sit there?
And watch you?
I feel a little
We're
weird with
tired.
you watching me. It's
Well,
okay with
you're
Corinne, but
standing in front of the TV.
anyway, okay. Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, when I got asked to stand up here tonight, how this all came about is Bob Cavanaugh says, hey, do you want to sponsor the after hours party? And we'll call it the Loveland Safe Ride Home After Hours Party. And I said, it's a great idea. People are going to stay here. They're going to be drinking. They're going to want to get a ride home. We're going to want to get them home safely, mostly because I don't want to have to work tomorrow. But, okay, that might have been bad. I apologize. A little too much, but that's why they only asked me to talk at the end of the night. So I agreed that I would stand up here and talk. And my goal is to attempt to get everybody to stay here at least for a little while. And so I guess I got to ask, where's Matt Scarfo? Matt, are you serving drinks still, like at the after hours party? Oh, you're not. Oh, because you're like shaking babies and hands and things like that because you're running for office. You know what I noticed tonight? Because you know Matt's running for county commissioner, that guy, but you know what I noticed tonight? I noticed Matt's wife won something in a raffle, and then Paul Andrus's wife won something in a raffle, and he's running for county commissioner. And then I noticed Kelsey McDaniel won something for raffle. So maybe we ought to just run for office and then we're going to win stuff, because that's pretty cool. Okay, okay, I'm going to quit being a comedian because I'm not that funny. But I've never had anybody complain at my office. But before we do this, here's the deal. I know that there are some people that want to go home, but here's what we're going to ask of everybody. There's going to be a little transition phase where we create a little bit of a dance floor, and then we're going to have this year's recipients and their dance partners come forward for song number 1. And then we're going to have everybody else come forward for song number 2. And then what I need to ask everybody is, who was at the father-daughter's dance? Okay, yes, okay. Now raise your hands. Now I want you guys to stand. All the guys at the father-daughter's dance, I need you to stand. Because, and stay standing. I see you, Meyer. I see all you guys. We see you. We are watching you. And yes, Gunderson, we are watching you. All of you guys. Is that Camp? Camp, I just found out that we went to the same high school. Well, wow.
I think it fell on dead ears.
Okay. Oh, wow.
That was funny.
Who said that?
That was funny.
So, on song number 3, these guys are going to lead the cha-cha slide for the rest of us.
I love
right?
this.
Okay? So you guys all see them. Don't let them leave. The cha-cha slide. And then after that, if you feel that these guys that put all of this effort into tonight's agenda, if you feel that it's time to go home and just turn your backs and walk out on these guys,
Ashley and I will cry.
that's perfectly fine. Because Corinne used to sell me newspaper ads at the Observer.
Amen.
And like when I first got here 20 years ago, and I'd say, Corinne, what am I going to say in my ads? If you die, call me? And then
yes.
And then she'd be like, yes, just say it. And I'm like, no, so she can handle rejection. Trust me, she's been trying to sell me ads for years, and I'm like, what am I going to say? This is crazy. Really? If you're not feeling well, come see me?
It's worked, though. It's been pretty successful.
It has worked. Anyways, so we've got 3 songs that you at least have to stay for. And then after that, Matt Scarfo says himself that he will not be serving drinks like he used to. When Matt used to have hair, that's when I knew him. And he was like Tom Cruise in Cocktails. He was flipping them around. But now he's the boss, and now he's running for some office. But I don't want to talk about Matt anymore. Girls, are we still serving drinks back there after this? Okay, so people can just head right up whenever they're ready? Okay. Okay, and don't forget your dessert. And before we wrap this up, I do want to say that I was president of the chamber, and I was part of an organization for years that tried to make this event this fun, and we never did it. Exactly. This is awesome. It really is. What this event has become tonight has led into this little after-hours party, and we hope that everybody stays. So on behalf of the Union County Chamber of Commerce, we hope you guys will stick around. Remember, we're going to play 3 songs. We're going to move a little bit around to create a dance floor. And if you guys feel like you want to leave, you can. But here's how it's going to work. First song, recipients and their dance partner or partners of choice. Second song is all the rest of us. And the third song is which the guys that went to the daddy's dance are going to help us. And we're all going to do it. The cha-cha slide.
Cha-cha slide.
I've never done that. My mom is here tonight, and she's a big dancer. She's been trying to get me to dance for years. And I am going to do the cha-cha slide with my mom. Mom, can you stand up? Is she back there? Oh, she left.
Oh.
She left. Oh, there she is. She's dancing.
There she is.
There's my mom back in the back corner.
Kevin, what's your mom's name?
My mom's name is Juanita.
Thank you for coming, Juanita.
Yes. So, Okay, we're going to do a little bit of a transition. Don't forget about the desserts on the table. And remember, if you have too much to drink tonight, we will have a ride home for you. Johnny Wagner he's our driver tonight. He works for the city of La Grande. He will not be drinking because he's our guide. But anyways, you guys are welcome to stay as long as you want. And remember that we are inviting people from the community here. So if you guys have somebody that's out and about tonight and you want to bring him here tonight, come see me and we'll call Johnny and he'll come pick him up and he'll bring him to this event. And then afterwards, if you look on your programs and look at the businesses that sponsored this event, that's who we are endorsing for you to go down and have a cocktail after you leave here. If we close up a little earlier than you're ready to go to bed, then head down to Benchwarmers. Head down to the places that sponsored, and our drivers will take you there. We normally don't do that. We normally are a safe ride, but tonight we're trying to encourage people to do business in Union County. So on behalf of the Union County Chamber of Commerce, let's have some fun. We're going to encourage a little party, and I'm actually going to dance. But nobody better video this. All right?
We're absolutely going to video.
All right.
And don't
Thank
be
you.
concerned if the doors are blocked when you try to leave. Don't be concerned about that. It's just temporary. It'll be fine.
Three songs.
So we'll cue a little holding
3
music
songs.
here for a little bit, then as we clear some of these tables off. So if you're in one of these tables up front, be ready to be kindly asked to get up.
And feel free to go have your pictures taken too. If you guys haven't done that yet.
Get a drink, get your photo taken, get ready to dance. After party's going to begin.
Thank you guys.
So is somebody actually breaking the...